step.
Hi lovelies, you're welcome to our channel, lovely, my beautiful people. I'm making an off-shoulder baby dress. You guys, everyone know what is an off-shoulder baby dress, so I'm attaching this sequence to it, to my doll face satin. So I'm trying to stitch down the sequence on top of my doll face satin. I've already done that. So guys, if you want to see how this video goes, how the sewing goes, stay tuned and watch with me as we sew. I have my satin underlay. I also use a light interfacing to give my satin some stability. And this sequence is a stretchy sequence, so I'm gradually, I don't want to use gum, so I'm just gradually, and I'm not pulling it. Please, if you have a stretchy lining, it's better, because when the main fabric is stretchy and you're using a doll face satin, at the end of the day you notice that you're going to be having excess, like I'm having now, because the doll face satin under is not stretchy. Only my main fabric, which is the sequence fabric. Well, I'll do my best to make sure that my strap is really in place. This is what we have. So I'm going to notch around like so. You may want to be careful. You may want to be careful while you notch. Guys, you can sew with whichever seam allowance that you gave. It's not necessarily 0.5, whichever seam allowance that you gave, you sew with it. This is what we'll be having when you turn it to the other side. This is what you will be having at the end of the day. Keep everything laying flat and nice. So guys, this is what you'll be having right now. You don't go start pushing it to this end. Make sure that it's like so, you know. So the next thing now is for you to sew right down, sew it down. So before the back bodice, this is the lining, as you can see. This is the lining, as you can see. The thing now is that I'm going to, flip the lining over to the wrong side like so, and I'm going to be sewing. You push everything in, and you're going to be sewing right there, straight down, with the same allowance that you gave. That's the next thing we're going to do. Right there, straight down. So after turning it with the lining, this is what we have. So this is it at the inside. So I'll do the same thing to the other side before giving it a nice press, guys. So I gave it a notch all around. Okay guys, this is what we have. You may want to go in a bit to trim off all forms of bulkiness that you have. I've not given it a nice press. That's how we do. So we'll move over to the back side. Put it at the center, and while you sew, use your hands to arrange the strap very well so that it won't look funny on the other side. I'll use my hands to arrange it while sewing. So guys, I lost my voice. I'm a little bit talking so slow. Well, you guys should be with me, yeah? So while joining now, let me shift my needle. So guys, I forgot, before you join, you have to measure your strap to know. My front and my back strap amount to 5.2. The front and the back amount to 5.2 inches or 5 1/4. Yeah, this is the first thing that you have to do to know. Then you put it down and pin down. So I'm using my hands to So this is it, guys. This is it. This is all about this part. This is all about it. So the next thing now is to come in with your lining. Just come in with your lining there. Like I said, I didn't put any stay on my lining. This satin is a very good one, and it's not that heavy, but it's not that light. You come in with your lining like so. You pin it round, and you gently walk your way like so. I don't know why I'm having some long pins here. I prefer the shorter ones. Just have a little excess right there. It's not a problem. So you pin around to the armhole, and before you come over to this armhole, first of all, let's walk our way from this neckline to this place because this other strap is going to come in here at the end of the day. So you walk your way from here to this end, and you do the same thing to this other side. and you trim off. You can see that, and here we go. So this is what we have right now. Wait guys, you may want to leave your 1-inch zipper allowance while stitching. You know, loosen it up lightly when facing your zip. I forgot guys, sorry about that. Just so you know, you can stitch and leave your 1-inch or whatever zipper allowance open. It's going to be coming close here, very close to your strap. So my people, my lovelies, the next thing is for you to sew the armhole. That's the next thing to do. And you can cut off some excess, like the stripe we put here. It's a little bit pokey. You may want to cut off this excess here carefully. This is what we have. So this is going to be like this. So lovely. The upper bodice is ready. This is what we have. This is what we have here. You can see that. This is what they have here. So I'll go give it a good press. This is what we have. This is the inside. I'll go and give it a good press. We'll be putting some ruffles here. So the down part of the dress. Set this aside. For the down part of the dress, I'm going to be making just a 3-layer. I've gone ahead to pull my needle and thread. And for the lining, there are different types, different ways of, you know, finishing this hemline of the lining. Is either you overlock it and bend it just once, or you sew it, or you use your hemming foot to sew it. I think I'm going to be making a video of different ways you can, you know, hem the down part of your wall dress. I'll be making a video on that. I think someone may really be interested in knowing different ways of doing that. Alright guys, I've gone ahead to, you know, put my needle and thread. I double my thread. I'm going to go ahead now to form my gathers. Then I'll show you what it looks like at the end of the day, guys. Stay tuned. So guys, for my gathers, I don't want to use my ruffler foot. I'm using my needle and thread to, you know, create my gathers, as you can see. So I double my needle and thread, and I have 2 layers of tulle here. 2 layers of tulle, that's what I have here. I'm working my way with 1/2 inches, so I'm going to be gathering this at a 1/2 inch interval, like so. Just kind of eyeballing it. We know it's not going to be exact because we're not perfect, but just try as much as possible to eyeball it at 1/2 inches. And also I'm gathering it also at 1/2 inches from the top. So this is how you know you create your gathers with your needle and thread. It's always look good at the end. You can, you know, you gather it to the waist circumference that you're working on or working with. So this is how I'm going to work my way down till the end, and I'm going also to gather all this for our beautiful off-shoulder with strap ball dress. Alright guys, stay tuned. When I'm done gathering, I will show you what it looks like. So this is the down part of that. I'm done with my gathers. I have 3 layers here, 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to be, so what I'm doing right now is just to arrange it. I'm going to also put this one on top and use my stitch to hold it in place, so I won't have to struggle while finish my upper bodies. So this is what I will do right now. Then when I'm done, I'll show you what next to do, guys. At this point, I am joining the 3 layers together carefully, very carefully, and I've also indicated my midpoint at the center. Just carefully joining the 3 layers together right now. Net. I don't want anything hard. This is our typical hard net. It's very hard. So guys, this is me sewing my net, like I told you guys, at the wrong side of my lining part of my dress. I'm sewing it like upside down. It looks kind of funny because it's coming down like so at the end of the day, guys. So this is what I did. Before sewing it, I left an inch gap at the upper part of my lining. I left an inch gap at the upper part of my lining. That was what I did. Then it's just like I'm sewing it. So instead of keeping it straight to sew, I flip it over like so. So I'm flipping it back. This is how it's supposed to be right now. So you can see the fullness. So guys, this is what I ended up getting, and I'm liking the outcome. It's not that typical hard net of a thing, This is so fluffy and beautiful. So I still have my half an inch that I will attach to the main waist line of my upper bodies. I had wished to even have more, more seam allowance there at the upper part there, but what I have is enough for me to attach my lining to the body. So this is the right side. This is the right side, you see. So this particular place is going to be this particular place is going to be touching the child's body. It's going, while this place will be facing the wrong side of the base of the two nets, the other lining there. Anyway, I'm going to be showing you as we proceed. Don't mind my joining at the upper part. So this is what we have, looking full and fluffy. I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, really. I move a bit to the table so I can really show you what it looks like. This is what I ended up getting, and I'm pretty well. A soft petticoat. Okay, let's say we got a soft petticoat, because the project I'm working on wants it very, very soft. So guys, to the clip of this video, to this part right now, I'm going to be attaching my two net. As you can see, that's the two net. That's the soft petticoat that we made. Let me set it aside. My lining, that's the main base, and I don't need to make any alterations or any calculations whatsoever here right now, because I have my 3 layers. If I had had more than 3 layers, I would have done some other things which you will be seeing on my other videos. Okay, lovelies, this is me now joining my net, the 3 layers, to the base of my satin. This is my satin base, you can see. So I've gone ahead to pin down, leaving my 1-inch zipper allowance. I'm not going to pin up to my zipper allowance. I'm going to be leaving it. So guys, don't mind me, it's not a typical pinning, but this way I'm so sure that I have my layers nice and firm. So you leave your zipper allowance at both ends and you pin your net like so to your fabric. Before I do that, I also indicated my midpoint on my satin and also the midpoint on my net. So guys, that's just it about this part. So I'll go to my machine now and sew down. And if I had another layer, like three layers into 2 places, I would have not pinned immediately at this base here. I would have come down by 1 inch. So I will fix one base, one of the 2 net at 1 inch allowance from the top edge. Then the second one, I would have pinned it down on the top edge in order to, you know, avoid too much of bulkiness at that waist, at this waistline, guys. So let me go to my machine now and sew around and come back and show you what we have. I took my time. You will use your hand to arrange the net, both the inner layer. As while sewing this, you don't need to be in a hurry at all. You take your time. If you're in a hurry, you leave it later, you can do it. You take your time. So I started from here to work my way around. As you can see, I didn't sew at that 1/2 inches that I used to sew down my net. I went in a bit. So what we'll have all together from the top edge is like a 3/4 of an inch. So at the end of the day, you know, I will cut the rough edges out a little bit. So if you don't want it that bulky, you now have the chance to cut it out a little bit, smoothing it out. So okay guys, so now we'll come in with our upper part that we have already sewn. We indicate the midpoint and place it here at the midpoint of your net. Then we are going to sew it round. So guys, I'm done joining. This is what we have. If you turn it to the right side, this is what we have here on the table, as you can see. So the next thing now is to come in with our lining, where we attach. I have a little little box here, but it's not noticeable through the pattern. A little bit of V-curve in there. So this is my lining piece, which I also attach my soft petticoat at the wrong side of the lining piece. So now, and this is the base, the one that covers our two net in front there, like so. You see the base, the one that covers our two net. So right now, this petticoat is going to be facing the wrong side of that base lining there, and this place is going to be on the child's body. So right now I am going to be attaching my petticoat over like this. Watch what I'm doing. Let me set my pin like this. So the right side of my petticoat is going to be facing the right side of my lining, like so.